So, my
Susana.
name is Susanna. This is Bruno.
Bruno.
We are Portuguese, but currently living in Mozambique. We tried to conceive for about 4 years. Yes, 4 years. We underwent several attempts, including IVF and various inseminations and treatments. Additionally, due to my age, things were not going very well. And then we got a response. There was a person from Portugal, whose name I can't even remember well, but she was Portuguese, and she reached out to us to share her experience. She had been through it several times already, she had experience with you, and we liked talking to her. And that's how we ended up here. That's how it was. A friend from Mozambique, who had already been here in Ukraine, recommended it to us. He didn't recommend any specific clinic to us. Oh, little one. She also wants to give an interview. Yes, she also wants to talk. Okay. So, we received a recommendation from friends who had already been to Ukraine. They didn't recommend any specific clinic to us, but we searched online and contacted 2 clinics, this one and another. Well, what I liked the most was BioTexCom's response to everything we asked and how they welcomed us, etc. Every time we needed to contact them, we received a response within a day or 2 at most. We never had to wait in line, never waited, never stood in line, nothing like that. Everything was very, very friendly, very friendly. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, communication. Communication is a strong point, as well as the simplicity of the procedure. I mean, it's quite simple. It's not complicated. When we came here, everything was very simple, although we thought the process would take longer and be more complicated, but it wouldn't. Yes, we were here in January, and then the war started in February. Yes, of course, we were worried because during that period there wasn't much communication. It was certainly a bit difficult for us. Were we afraid? Of course, but genetic material was also involved here, so we had some concerns about that. But then, after a few months, there was contact again, and we realized that everything was safe here. We were calm, the genetic material was with us, it was safe, and we could start the process from the beginning. Of course, we were worried about how everything would go and how to come here, but again, BioTexCom provided us with contacts of couples who was in the same situation as us, and it greatly helped overcome our worries. As we mentioned before, we were able to benefit from the experience of other couples who had been here, so it was helpful. Initially, we had to fly from Mozambique to Lisbon, and then we had a flight to Warsaw. After Warsaw, we took a bus, and the journey lasted about 5 hours. Yes, 5 hours. We arrived in a city called Przemysl. Yes, we traveled by Ukrainian train from Przemysl to Kyiv. The journey took about 10 hours, but it was comfortable because we had beds and the opportunity to sleep for most of the time. Border guards came into the train, checked our passports, but everything went smoothly and easily. When we arrived in Kyiv, it was morning, and we immediately went to the hotel where BioTexCom staff were already waiting for us. The whole journey was long but peaceful. Everything went well. Well, while we were here, waiting for Kira, we explored the city a lot. So, our impression is that everything is very calm here. Of course, BioTexCom informed us that there is a bunker where we could go if we hear or see sirens. In any case, that didn't happen. While we were here, we explored the city center, attended a concert, a theater performance, walked around the center on foot, went shopping, and had dinner at restaurants. Actually, it didn't feel like there is a war in Kyiv. Yes, that's the truth. Yes, everything was great in the city center. Everything was normal, just like the first time we were here. It was a very happy moment for us. It was what we had been waiting for years. It was very emotional when we were able to hold her because we weren't with her from the very beginning when she was born. So, it was a period of anticipation, and it was an extremely joyful time for us. Even now, as we gather documents for the return journey, it is a pleasant period for the three of us. Well, first of all, we would recommend connecting with other people, other families, other couples who have gone through this process. So, from our side, it was very helpful to have contacts, not only in the beginning, before starting the program, but throughout the entire program, it was important to have connections with other couples. At that time, they were Portuguese in the same situation. So, the first thing is to trying to establish a network of contacts to understand how everything works after contacting BioTexCom. Yes, the advice is very good. They quickly provide us with all the explanations over the phone. They also talk about safety, where the bunkers are located, and so on. But I think that everything is calm with the BioTexCom staff. Couples continue to come. I believe that in addition to couples on social media, as Susan mentioned, having a conversation with BioTexCom will be very important. That's true. Yes, I think it's no longer worth waiting because I believe that most people who come here are of our age or slightly older, and we don't know what the situation will be like in a year or two, so I don't think it's worth waiting. The first trip here takes a maximum of a week. But then, when you come for the child, it will require more time. Yes. So, I think you should start as soon as possible. Yes, our lives will change significantly in every sense. We were used to being just the two of us, and now we will have one more person, but I think it's what changes for the better, what we wanted. It's very important. We believe that it will be a change for the better. Thank you for everything. It was great to see you. Yes, it's true. Thank you, and see you soon.
Obrigado por tudo.
Obrigado por tudo. Tchau, tchau. Até vocês.
Sim, senhora. Obrigado. Até a próxima.